Hey everyone, Ryan here at eTrailer. Today we're going to be checking out the CURT 2.5-inch trailer hitch cover. So with these late model trucks, these 2.5-inch receiver tube openings are getting more and more popular. You know, everything's so heavy duty now, you can pull some really heavy trailers around. And it seems like the covers are kind of tricky to find. You know, there's not a ton of them out there. But this one, you know, it's a direct matchup with that 2.5-inch by 2.5-inch opening. It's a friction fit, so it's easy to use. You know, it just pops right in. And personally, I think when it's in the receiver tube opening, it helps out with the appearance. There's a couple of reasons I personally would use something like this. One being the appearance. You know, I think it looks a little more complete as opposed to just having a big opening there. And it should help out with corrosion issues and stuff too. You know, being that this end is sealed up, you shouldn't get as much water and debris and grime and stuff in there, keeping the receiver tube opening in better condition. This is going to be made from a rubber material, so you're not going to have to worry about this rusting apart or anything like that. And like I said, it's friction fit, meaning you push this in there and that's how it's going to stay in the hitch. Personally, I like that as opposed to some of the other ones that use a pin and clip, because it's just less parts to have to deal with, and then you don't hear that thing rattling around and so on and so forth. And it sounds like a lot of people have had good luck with these. You know, after a while of use, I know some people concerned with these falling out when you're going down the road or through the car wash, and you know, I'm sure it does happen, but I can kind of personally attest to these working out. My dad, two of my brother-in-laws, they have 2-inch hitches, and they picked up the cover as well. It's an eTrailer one. More or less, it's pretty much the same thing. It's almost identical, and they've had them in their vehicles for a couple years now and haven't had any issues as far as losing them or falling out or anything along those lines. If you got a new truck that's in really good shape already, or even a new hitch for that matter, you know, this should go a long way and help keeping it that way. But if your truck has some miles on it, some wear and tear like this one here, and you have a rusty hitch and it's kind of driving you crazy and an eyesore, this is something inexpensive that you can use to cover it up and not have to look at it. Ultimately, at the end of the day, really not a whole lot more to it. So for those of you with a 2.5-inch hitch and want to help keep it looking good, this be a decent solution for you. But I think that'll about do it for our look at of the CURT 2.5-inch hitch cover.